Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of From the Root to the Fruit. I'm your host, Jay Smith. Today's guest is a amazing lyricist. He's been featured on everything from Jadakiss and Benny the Butcher's mixtape to his TikTok debate about who's the GOAT, LeBron or Michael Jordan, was even on Sports Center. Has over 160,000 TikTok followers. I've been listening to some of his catalog. He has tremendous talent. What an opportunity to get to know a little bit about him and kind of what brought him to the table for hip hop and his love for music and being creative. My next guest, Ryzehendricks. Welcome to the show.
Ryzehendricks, TikToker, but lyricist. Like I've been deep in your catalog lyrically. I'm highly impressed. Coming from I'm a '90s rap, hip hop, old school head anyway. Tupac and Biggie and those dudes and some dudes that you were already on the mixtape joint. Jadakiss when he was with the Locks and he was doing his thing and everything like that with Rough Riders and then he moved over to being with Puffy and whatnot. But dude, I welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Yo, man, thanks for having me, brother.
I want to dig right in. What was your upbringing like and kind of what led you to be a creator?
Well, see, if I let my mother tell it, she said I could like draw like a perfect circle when I was like a month old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like creating was just always in me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even as a kid, even before rap, I just love to create things. I love to draw. I love to act. You know what I'm saying? Then when music came in the picture, I started writing rhymes. Like creating is something I feel like I was born to do. You know what I mean? So from Buffalo, New York, you know what I'm saying? You already know, rough city, rough neighborhood. Macaulay Gardens is where I'm from. You know what I mean? Real competitive hood too. So, you had to be good at what was popular in the hood, whether it was sports, whether it was rapping, whatever, you had to be good. Because if you wasn't, you got disrespected, you got clowned, you know what I mean? And you didn't want to be that dude. So, you worked hard at, what was popular, what was, what everybody was doing. You know what I mean? So that's where I get my competitive edge from, you know what I mean? But yeah, this it's where I'm from, man.
What is your first, right? Like and something that you didn't release. What was your first song that you put together that you were like, I don't think it's ready yet, but I see where my path is going?
Man, yeah, honestly, shit. I think I was like 9 years old, but me and my boy recorded at the studio. That shit was crazy. It was a big ass studio. It bugged me out because I was used to like recording on like karaoke machines and recording radios. You know what I'm saying, back then. So my boy, he was taking it serious, and I wasn't really serious about it. I was just having fun with it. Right. And he brought me to this big studio. And honestly, I can't even remember the rap. I probably was saying some bullshit. At 9 years old, I probably was saying some bullshit. But I don't know where that tape, I don't know where that joint at. But I would say that was probably like my first time stepping in a real booth and like actually recording something official to release. But my man probably got it somewhere. I don't know where that joint at, honestly.
My one of my favorites that you have in your catalog right now is called No Luck, featuring Gary V. It's got Gary V on the track as well. Like I just dig it. Like I said, man, I really appreciate what you're putting into the space. Growing up and listening to and being an adult and listening to music, especially hip hop. It's transitioned, and yours is very different and very unique. Even the GOAT, the Mamba, and the King. Like the tracks that you put together are so thoughtful. They're so in depth, even though they remind me of, and it's been a minute. They remind me of like sitting in the barbershop and you just going at it with whoever and you're talking back and forth and they're bringing whether you know what I'm saying, whether it's LeBron. Well, LeBron ain't got, but at the time he had 3 rings. Like LeBron ain't got that many rings. Don't even talk to me yet. What are some of the ingredients that kind of go into your style and how you come up with that?
You know, just being from you being from that 90s era, you know what I'm saying? Like where you had to, you know, you had to be talking about something, you know, like you got to say something. You got to say, you know, part of what I love about being a lyricist is, you know, just saying some things that have people like, you know, make people go, ooh, or make people think, you know what I'm saying? So that's just in me, you know, like the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, the Jada Kisses, and you know, these dudes are like my favorite rappers, and you know, it's based on what these dudes used to say and how they said it. You know, I just love it. So me being an artist, you know what I mean, I'm conscious of, you know, just wanting to put together the most, you know, craziest things, most creative things, you know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of fun with doing that. So, you know, it's just in me to be creative with, you know, with my lyrics. LeBron James and Jordan thing was like another thing, just to get, you know, because, you know, we love that barbershop talk. We love that debating, and, you know, this is how we used to, you know, talk in the hood and stuff like that, debating over who's the best rapper, who's the best basketball player and stuff like that. So, you know, again, you know, it's all about just being real creative and with the, you know, with the art, with the music.
I love it. But one of the things that makes what I found thus far anyway, that makes you unique, like most rappers in our culture, I despise, I don't even want to call you a rapper. I'd rather call you a lyricist than a creator. Like I feel like I'm putting you in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea of all of your stuff is motivational. Like it's aspirational. It's, you're talking about the grind. You're talking about getting in there and doing the work. Not like somebody come give me something. You're on like heavy a work ethic that you wake up and you go chase this thing. What a part of your upbringing, to your point, growing up in Buffalo and everything like that. Shout out Bill's Mafia. I see Josh Allen and your man's doing the thing.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that as opposed to, and we've all seen that in the culture, the life, right? Like the alternative path that you could take that caused you, was there a mentor or a figure in your life that helped you walk a different path?
I would have to say, just being from Buffalo, man, it's we always been the underdog. We've always been the underdog, you know what I'm saying? From the Bills losing 4 Super Bowls, you know what I mean? Like, to just being, you know, a poor city, one of the poorest cities in the country. You know what I'm saying? They look down upon us, you know, when it came to hip hop. I mean, that's kind of changing a little bit. Shout out to Griselda, shout out to my man Benny and all them, you know what I'm saying? But just the underdog mentality, man, just to get up and just be hungry and just go get it. And, you know, it's fun. Honestly, the grind is fun. The hustle is fun. I love to work. That's just me, man. It's just when you're passionate about it, you know, you just love doing it. And
Right.
some, you know, people will say like, yo, man, you grind hard, man, you go hard. And I'm like, you know, sometimes I don't even realize I'm going that hard. It's just, I just love to work, and it's just fun. It's fun to me. So I think that's where it's instilled in me. You know what I mean? Like from being from where I'm from, man, just the underdog mentality. Just go get it. You know, we had to go and work for everything. You know what I mean? Being from Buffalo. So yeah.
Love it. The one of the things that I've recognized, and you just had a new addition to your family, being a dad. How has becoming you're not a new father, but you understand, like having a new child introduced to your family, that changes you. What are some of the ways and illustrations that being a dad just gives you more responsibility for some of the content and some of the things that you put out into the universe?
Yeah, man. Yeah, having children definitely change you. It definitely motivate you even more, man. I remember when I had my first son, um, it made me go, listen, man, I gotta really, really get my shit together. And I mean, not that I didn't have my shit together before, but it's
Right.
something. It gives you a spark to really get on your shit. Like for example, like I had, you know, a bunch of college loans, and I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna pay these shits back. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I used to just put them off, put them off, put them off. But when my son was born, I said, yo, I gotta do something about this. You know what I mean? I can't
Right.
have this weight on my shoulder. And you know, I'm a father now. I gotta do something about this. And doing my research, thank God I found out that President Obama, shout out to Obama, he he offered this he passed this program where if you work in public service, your loans can be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? So when
Oh,
I found out
nice.
about that, I'm now in that program, and you know, after 10 years, if you're still working in public service, your loans can be forgiven. So, you know, being a father got me focused, and, you know, thank God, you know what I mean? Because now, you know, I'm in this program and that weight is off my shoulder. But yeah, man, your kids motivate you, man. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, you wanna make your kids proud. You want your kids to, you know, grow up saying, you know, my dad does this, that, and the third, man. You know, it's just a beautiful feeling knowing that you're a hero to your children. So, you know, it just motivates you to just, you know, be the best you can. And that's what my kids do for me.
What and I wanted to I watched your music videos and everything too. The I Get Moolah. I loved it. I think it's dope. I enjoyed it. One of my main questions, and we're going to transition into some other stuff too, but the I Am Trayvon Martin t-shirt that you wore in that video, like, how do you feel moving in the space that you're moving in, as far as in getting the accolades and some of the love and having that being reciprocated finally? How do you feel about that, living in these United States, being a man of color as well?
Well, I mean, I feel it's important to, like, especially for Black people, to just, you know, be able to speak out on things. You know what I mean? You work hard, you put yourself in a position where a lot of eyes are on you. You know, it's responsibility that we speak up for all the other Blacks who've, you know, fallen unjustly. You know what I mean? I think it's just our responsibility to, you know, be able to speak out. If we can speak out on these other things and money and how cool we are as rappers, you know what I mean? We could speak up on these things, because, you know, we do have a responsibility, whether rappers like it or not. We do have that responsibility. So, you know, for that video, I Guess Moolah, that I shot, that maybe, I think it was 2 months after Trayvon Martin had passed. I think he passed in, like, I believe it was February 2012, I think.
Right.
Something like that. And I put the Moolah video out, I believe April of that year. So I said, you know what? Like, in the video, you know, I'm like a bum, but I'm daydreaming about being a star. Right. So in the video where I have the Trayvon Martin hoodie on, that's me, like, daydreaming about wanting to have a voice and speaking. Right. Showing people that, yo, I do stand with Trayvon Martin. I stand for, you know, for what's right. So that's the message I wanted to convey in that video.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's I got chills over here. That's for real. Like, and to your point, I think it is kind of a part of the culture where you think it's the money, the, you know, the cars, the women, the stuff, and a lot of artists neglect the responsibility part of the thing, where now you do have a platform, now you do have an opportunity for advocacy and giving other people a chance to hear what it sounds like, that when people of color, men of color especially, speak about things and have disagreements without having some catastrophic whatever take place after that. I think there's a tremendous value in that. I really want to touch on where was your aha moment in all the grinding and the years of working and the challenges that I'm sure come with it. What moment were you I'm now dedicated to this. This is where I should be. This is exactly what I should be doing.
I say college, man. Going into college, you know, I was an athlete. You know, I played a little bit of football. I ran track, and a little bit of basketball. I made the basketball team, but I had to fall back from basketball because I kind of did it behind my track coach's back. And I had a track scholarship. So he was like, yo, if you play basketball, I'm taking your scholarship away. So I'm like, oh, that ends that. So I had to fall back from basketball. But going into college, I was an athlete. And then, you know, like I said, I dabbled with rapping and with entertainment and stuff. But at that time, I still wasn't, like, trying to pursue it or nothing like that. But the aha moment was when my boys, shout out to my man Jay Rich, that's my best friend. He was in this rap group. It was him and there was 2 other dudes. And you know, they was rapping and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I do a little bit of rapping too, you know what I'm saying? So they was, like, signed to this little independent label on campus or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want to be down, you know what I mean? Because it looked fun. You know, they was selling mixtapes on campus, they was performing and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, I want to get down. So they had me like audition, and they had me like, they played the beat and had me rap, and yo, I blacked out. I spit probably like 60 bars, you know what I'm saying? And when I opened my eyes, everybody was like, yo, we want you down with us, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, that's what's up. So, you know, they was encouraging me like, yo, get in this talent show. Yo, you nice, get in the talent show. So we had like a homecoming like talent show. And if you win, you get to open up and perform at the big homecoming concert. Now I got in it and I didn't even know how to perform at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just get up there and I remember spitting off of the Nas one mic, and I split that up with the Styles P I Get High.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I rapped off that, and like I said, didn't know how to perform, but you know, the people, they received it well, and I killed it. And I didn't win the talent show, but the love I got on campus was like, oh shit, all right, maybe I could do a little something with this. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, when you gonna put out your first mixtape? Yo, you should put out a mixtape. So boom, you know, I connected with some in-house producers on campus, you know, and put a mixtape together, put that joint out, and it just went crazy on campus. And now I'm like this campus celebrity. I'm still a student, but I'm like this celebrity on campus. Everybody know me. They playing my music at the parties and all that. And you know, it was just like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do.
Love it. Love it. What was it like for you when you realized, right? Like you have 100, and I think it's 160,287 TikTok followers or something like that. What was it like looking? I know I have 3 kids of my own. I talk to them about TikTok. I'm late to the party, extremely. But they're like, Dad, that's ridiculous. What? Oh my goodness. So what was that like for you? Even seeing your Instagram, and I'll put all those things in the description and in the bio. What was that like for you, where you realize like people are really consuming what they enjoy, what you have to say, even being features on Sports Center and all these types of things. Like that's not small potatoes. Like what was that like for you internally, and some of the feelings that went into that?
But yeah, it's still crazy to this day. Looking at the follower count, like damn, 160,000 people. Like wow, it's, you know, crazy. I'm gonna tell you something about TikTok, right?
Okay.
Now, this is what I love about TikTok. It's not like Instagram or Facebook where like the people who consume your content are people who are already following you. With TikTok is you can get on there and have no followers, and if you make great content, the algorithm will push you out in front of a big audience. They don't even have to be following you, but if that audience, you know, they see your content and they like it, they'll follow you. So, you know, I'm on there and I'm like, yo, I kind of like this joint. You know, I was gaining like maybe 10, 5 followers like each day and stuff like that, right? So this one video I put up, it's an old video, some shit I put on my Instagram, my Facebook, and my YouTube. And it was a video about I don't know where this was, probably in like Japan somewhere in Asia. This guy is in this snake pit, and he's like walking around the snake pit like ain't nothing. He just throwing snakes around, and it's this cobra that tries to bite him, and he dodges the cobra and then smacks the cobra on the head. Shit was crazy. So what I did was I snatched that video and I edited myself in there as if that was my friend in the snake pit, and it was me reacting to it. So I guess the shit was so, you know, the shit was funny when I put it on on Facebook and Instagram. But when I put the shit on TikTok, right? I put it on TikTok, left it alone. Woke up the next morning, it was at 2 million views, and I think at the time I had 1,000 followers before I put that video up. The next day I had 17,000 followers. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? And this was in one night, like overnight. Woke up in the morning with 17,000 followers. I'm like, oh shit. So I really got this high and this boost, like, oh shit, okay, all right, if I just put out great content, you know, I can get a lot of followers and shit like that. So it just went from there. Off of that one video, I just fell in love with the app and just kept putting shit out and just kept growing the audience, and people were just, the followers was just coming in. They just loving the content. But that's what I love about TikTok, man. You know what I mean? Like it's all about that great content, and they'll push your shit out there, and you can grow a big following on there.
I love that, dude. The one of the other ones, you were in Walmart testing out pillows.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about, like, I spit on my screen laughing at that. Like, it's the lady that's walking across the joint, and she's talking. She's like, she didn't know what you were doing, and then she came back and she's like, yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
You're like, oh yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah. I'm a clown, man. I'm a clown. Yeah. I just told my wife, because I was like, we was in Walmart, and I was just clowning around, and I was
Right.
just like putting pillows down and just laying on it, just being stupid. So then I was like, babe, turn the camera on. I said, I'm gonna record this. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, there you have it. Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta document shit, man. You just gotta, you know, I going in there, I didn't come with a plan to record that. It just happened. Me just being a goofball, I do shit like that sometimes. So then it goes, oh babe, turn the camera on, and then she'll record me doing some dumb shit, and then there you have it.
Oh no, that I was like, oh my god, you had me dying on that one. I was like, what? But that makes it even better, right? Like, and you can speak to this far more than I can. Like, it makes for better content when it's just organic. Like, you didn't stage it, you didn't plan it. It was just you guys were in Walmart doing your shopping or whatever, and you're like, put it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. And I listen to a lot of Gary V. That's my guy, man. You know, he just document shit. You know, sometimes people they think too hard on their content. Yo, you got to just push it out, man. Just put it out. Just document in the moment. That's it. This new social media era, man, it's all about, you know, because the doors is open for all of us now. It's an even playing field now, and it's all about content. You know, like it don't even matter. You could be signed to a record label. You can have all the big budget, but at the end of the day, it's all about that social media. The kind of content you putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This may be a sore subject, and you can tell me, and we can pivot if you would like. But I want to talk about the celebration that Bills Mafia had when Tom Brady left New England, and now you guys are the number one seed.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Yeah.
We 2 seed. We
Two
second seed behind the Chiefs.
My homeboy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
What?
But we first in the AFC East though. We locked that down. Went undefeated in our division. Smacked everybody twice. We undefeated in our division. So that felt good. Cause we man, Tom Brady been kicking our ass for 20 years, man.
20.
So 20 years, man. So we loving this moment right now.
Absolutely. What's your matchup in the first round? I didn't even look. You guys play Saturday or Sunday?
We got Saturday. We got the Colts.
Oh, that's yeah. I'm
Colts
going
ready for the Mafia, baby. We coming for that ass, baby.
I'm gonna have to put $1 or $2 on the Bills. I like what Josh Allen is doing. The him and the offensive coordinator. You got Stephon Diggs out there. You got your even Beasley out there running routes and doing things in the slot. You guys look dope. You look really good. Your corners, like, if you throw the ball, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's my man White. It's my boy White, man. He on him. He on him, boy. Like a fly on shit. My boy's on him. But yeah, man, the city, we real proud of what our team is doing, man. Because we've been through the struggle, man. We've been through the struggle for so long. So we just really happy. And I'm gonna tell you something about the Bills, like Bills fans. Like I told you, Buffalo is like one of the poorest cities in the country. So, and it's a very segregated and separated like city. It's a lot of division. It's a lot of division in the city. But one thing that pulls us all together is the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? You can go to like a grocery store and have a whole conversation with somebody just based on wearing a Bills hat. You know what I mean? Like, you can spark up a conversation, and it could be somebody from somewhere else, a whole stranger. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like to say Bills family, like, it's like we're really like a family. You know what I mean? That's why they call it Bills Mafia, because we are a family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something, Josh Allen, and this is why I think Josh Allen is playing the way he's playing, the way he's going so hard. Like his grandmother passed, I think it was like last year or something like that.
Right.
And Bills fans, they donated almost $1 million to his grandmother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, it's like, yo, these people really care about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? They really care about not just me as a football player, but they really care about like my family. So I gotta go hard for these fans. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. And
Yeah,
I remember hearing that story. It was they announced it at one of the games, one of the last games that you were playing. Yeah, he was telling, that's crazy, and that's a part of it, right? Like having representation and being accepted anywhere for not just what you do, but who you are. That takes your motivation to a whole nother level.
whole nother level, because it's like, yo, these people care about my life and my family. I gotta go hard. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, Bills fans, like they like, yo, this is our guy. We like him. We like him a lot. So we gonna take care of him. And that's what they did, man.
For real, for real. Well, I'm not gonna hold you much longer. Like I said, I've got what I gotta know. I know you put it on wax, so I've got to know, me and you, who is the best, LeBron, Kobe, or MJ? Who is the best for you? I'm gonna talk about nobody else. I want to get an exclusive for you. Who is the best?
Listen, man, I love LeBron. I respect LeBron. Rest in peace, Kobe. I love Kobe, but the greatest ever is Jordan, man. He's just the best to ever do it. And you know, like when I put these like debates up and stuff, like a lot of the fans, like they be in the comments and they ask me like, yo, like who do you think is the greatest? Because you saying you saying Jordan, but you know LeBron got better stats and this and that, and I'm like, you know what? Stats aside, you put the stats aside. When I look at both of their games, I still pick MJ. You know what I'm saying? I love his style on offense. It's like, yo, I'm gonna put the team on my back. I'm the best player. I'm gonna show it. And I love LeBron, but I feel like sometimes I feel like he take days off sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's like he can take over, but I feel like he's a little too unselfish sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta go. And I'm like, yo, Bron, just go, man. You the best player on the floor. You the strongest player on the floor. Just go. But I feel like he take nights off, and I feel like Jordan never took a night off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just his game from just the fadeaway, his jump shot, the way he used to dunk on people, his reverse layups, the way he played D. I just think that he's just a better basketball player than LeBron. And then, you know, Kobe still, you know, Kobe had that hunger like MJ, that same style, but
Right.
MJ's the master. MJ is the original. So I can't really give it to Kobe. Like I said in the video, I can't give Kobe the GOAT because he's like kind of imitating the GOAT a little bit. So I can't give that to Kobe, but I respect Kobe. He's still in my top 5. Rest in peace. But MJ the best to ever do it, man.
I can't. I mean, I 100% agree to all those points. I think the LeBron could have taken the lead in that conversation, but to your point, the reason he can't is Jordan was a dog. Like Jordan was just a straight up gorilla. I'm better than you. Now let me show you why. LeBron's
Exactly.
not like that, and I think obviously we're just right. Like we don't know, but I think the reason that he's like that is because he's an only child. I think growing up and fighting for your place in a family put that in Jordan. That no, I'm gonna show you, move.
Yeah. And if you watch the last
The Last Dance, yeah.
dance, you know, his father was talking about that. How he used to have to compete for attention for his father's attention, because you know he had his older brothers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron, yeah. Yo, I never thought about it like that. But I think that do play a part in that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I have to really, really compete to show that, listen, I am the best. I should have the most attention. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's just his competitiveness. And Braun is competitive too, but Jordan is his competitiveness and his heart is just different. It was different.
And that space too, right? Like when and coming up, you get that toughness. I'm not saying LeBron's not mentally tough. That's not what I mean. I mean legitimately, Michael Jordan didn't care until he put out The Last Dance and whatever, until he got older and he was away from the game. He didn't give 3 drops of monkey piss how you felt about what he was doing on the
No.
court, off the court. My mama, none of that. I think today's athlete, and they have a tremendous difference, right? Social media, everything. Everybody's got a camera. Everybody's got a phone. But he just didn't care what you thought. Y'all compared him to Clyde Drexler. He gave Clyde Drexler 50.
Did him dirty. Did him dirty. Like, oh yeah, y'all comparing me to this dude? Y'all saying we the same? Nah, I'm gonna show y'all we not the same. And that's what I mean. Stuff like that, man. It's what separates him. And
Yes.
and you know, he found a way to take things personal. But that's how he used to psych himself out. Like, you know what I mean? And I kind of already knew this being a Jordan fanatic, but then when I watched The Last Dance, I said, yep, I knew it.
Yep.
Like he'll break things down, like even with when they picked Malone as the league MVP.
Yep.
He took that to the heart. Like, okay, y'all think he's the MVP? All right, I'm gonna show y'all he's not. And then you saw what happened.
Oh, dude, and that's what I mean. And I compete that way when I'm doing stuff and you were talking about like your competitive fervor, like even in the music space and everything else, like running track, whether it was football, whatever it was, like if you pick it up, you better be nice. And if you're nice, oh, watch the phone. I'm gonna do it so good. I want your mama, if she wearing your jersey, to take it off and put mine on. Like I want it that deep.
Hell yeah. He said, I want your mama to wear my jersey. Hell yeah.
It's a different level. What's some of your fans, right? Like, and I'm among those, but you have guys that are imitation is the deepest form of flattery. So watching TikToks, and I see you watching the TikToks, right? Like of the guys taking your debate and kind of going through it and making it their own. What does that do for you, right? Like, did you put something that's so iconic right now and so amazing into a space that people want to imitate it and want to put their own ingredients in it and see if they can make something, but it's always going to be your bowl. What does that feel like for you?
Man, it's can't even really put it into words, man. It feels so amazing, man. That's why I go and reshare them, because it's like, you know, I'm like a little kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all appreciate my art. Y'all loving what I do. So I want to, you know, I just want to show people like, listen, you know, I'm appreciative of people liking my art and trying to recreate and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it just feels amazing, man. It feels amazing.
That's dope. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. Like I said, brother, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sitting down with me, and
No doubt.
we will hook up again. I promise you that. This has been another episode of From the Root to the Fruit. I've been Jay Smith. That is Ryzehendricks. You guys be good to each other. Please like and subscribe. I'll leave all his information as well in the description. Peace.
Peace out, Jay Smith. Appreciate